Okay, welcome to the next video about strategy. Well, this is the current video about strategy, but it's before. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, what is our strategy? Our strategy is essentially a funnel. And if you don't know what a funnel is, look at not the video. Look at the little image that I got going on. It's like an upside down triangle. At the top of the funnel, you want people to see your content, and in the middle of the funnel, that's where you get the people who are more interested about what you have. And at the end of the funnel, it are the people who are your diehard fans who is willing to buy your book, your merch, and support you in any way, shape, or form. This is what you do. This is the key. This is the Triforce. Well, it's a single thing, but triangle, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, let's start off with an example. The top of the funnel, or the base. Well, let me look at upside down triangle. Yes, the top section of the funnel is where you get your awareness from, and from that top section of the funnel is where you post about your comic. But this is how we are going to talk about our comic. With how I create my 4 series, I work on all 4 at the same time. You don't have to do that, but here's how I do it. At first, with the first book of Purgatory Academy, I just finished everything. I just finished the entire book, start to finish, and after it was done, I uploaded it. I uploaded it on Webtoons. I felt like I said uploaded it. I'm not cutting anything off. This is one take. We got this. We have fun here. But I uploaded it on Webtoons, and I got nothing. After, I would say, about a year of posting consistently on quote unquote the world's largest webcomic hosting site, I only gotten like 25 subscribers after an entire year of periodical uploads, consistent uploads. There is no way that I thought I'm going to make it. If I can't make it on the largest webcomic hosting site, then I might as well give up. But that was the wrong thinking. So I was thinking, hey, views aren't everything. I just want to tell a story, and let me try again with the second book, book 2. When with book 2, I chopped everything up into increments. The first thing I wanted to do with book 1, the book 1 was a start to finish story. But with book 2, I experimented with an A and B plot. And within the entirety of book 2, it was twice as long as the first book. Book 1 was around 140, while book 2 was around 180-ish. Not like exactly twice as long, but it was still pretty big. But after I had everything all set out, everything written out, the manuscript, I realized, I can chop everything up into chapters so I can finish the book piece by piece. And so what I ended up doing, after I finished one chapter, which was around 15 pages, I uploaded it on Webtoons. And on Webtoons, I chopped it up into, I would say, 2 or 4 pages, once every month. I was conditioning the audience into looking forward to bits and pieces at a controlled rate, so they can expect at a controlled rate, so they can expect what's to come. And hopefully I thought maybe after I finish an entire backlog of a chapter, I can post it periodically. And after that period of posting it was finished, I would go with the next chapter, and then so on and so forth. But the problem with that is the chapters took longer than I thought, there were instances where I would just have weeks of no new uploads, and I just wasn't getting that much attention on it. Still, I was still hovering around like 25 to 50, and it was just devastating. So, with this strategy, I want everybody to not just think about finishing an entire chapter and then doing it periodically. Because my problem with that is I did not have that much, I didn't give myself that much time to actually focus on marketing. Because marketing is not posting. That's the main thing I want people to realize. Marketing is not posting. When you just post it on one place, it's not, no one's going to share it around. It's just going to sit there, and the only people who are going to see it are what the algorithm what the algorithm chooses who sees it, and the people that the algorithm shows it to may or may not like it. So that's going to be that. So the strategy I want people to understand is I want you to have a balance between making and posting. And my balance that I found was creating or writing or finishing 20 to 40 panels. And if you don't know what a panel is essentially the building blocks of that makes a page of a comic. And I want you to make 20 to 40 panels, or you can say like 6 to 10 pages, and post that. Something that you can get done in a reasonable amount of time, and then post it. Think of the strategy and finding out how you can find better avenues that you can post it, and then go back and forth with it. Because you need that time to rest, because you need that time to find out what works and what doesn't. Because the problem that I had before is I'm done. Post it. Didn't get anything? No worries. I'll have more. Because people told me it's just that consistency. You got to be consistent with it. And when you are consistent enough, then that's when you get picked up. No, you got to work smarter and not harder. My problem is that I posted consistently on something that doesn't work. What I want with this strategy, we are going to post on and focus on different social medias or platforms that we can funnel people who has a large audience, and get them to and turn them into people who are willing to buy our books or buy our merch and follow us wherever we need to go. So like in the next module, we're going to figure out how we're going to do that specifically. I will say what will make this strategy work the most is going to platforms that uses or implements hyperlinks. And where we're going to take people, we need to take them to the newsletter, because the newsletter is the next part of our funnel. The biggest part of the funnel is awareness. And with that link to the newsletter, you have their emails. And the most important thing about having emails is that I've talked to people who have had emails longer than I have existed. So that tells me, one, you can't go anywhere on the internet without an email. And two, people who have emails, they have them for a while, quite a while, that's to say the least. So as soon as you have their emails, you have their attention. You most likely have their attention more than you have the attention of anybody who is just following you on any platform, one and done thing. The final part of the funnel is after you have them in your email, after you have them in your newsletter, then you can find a way to showcase your book, find a way to showcase your story, your merch, or whatever you want, whatever avenue you, or I would say avenue, but whatever you want to sell to the people in your funnel so they can financially support you, you can make it work. Because the one thing I noticed is you don't need to have millions of followers on any given platform. You don't need to be the biggest social media personality to make a career out of art. All you need is 1,000 people to give you $100 a year to make a 6-figure career. That sounds more reasonable, doesn't it? So, let's get to it.